Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This be a tremendous matchup. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. And North Dakota State will have the football first as their offense heads onto the field. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Line getting set on second down. Gonna run it. It's Scott. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Brown wants to pass. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Fresno State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They'll run it from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Wants to fire on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready, because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Bulldogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Calls his own number. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Quarterback making checks. Snap in the shotgun. Going for 6. Got it. Well, get there. A fourth down stop. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the ground, it's Scott. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
That is exactly what the defense was hoping for. Down close to the end zone, they bring the all-out blitz. They've got numbers, they've got people shooting gaps, and they didn't give the offense a second to even think. They were swarmed and surrounded, getting that safety.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Motion from the back. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes a grab and room to run. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He wants to change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Fresno State right back to the line. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Now the toss. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give on the counter. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to...
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They give it to him again. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
He's got it. He gets a block. Can they catch him? Touchdown Bulldogs! Stealing a score on special teams. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes zoof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception! There are few things that can impact a game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the air and pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it off?
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Caught, and he's got room. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. In the red area, it's long. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Fresno State right back to the line. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Snap from the gun on third down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Fresno State. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Running inside, it's Scott. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Fresno State right back to the line.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. All the way back. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Number 77, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Making side adjustments here. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Past the 40, turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. Bringing it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy. receiver? Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's 1st down.
And 3rd and long as a defensive lineman, man, I'm thinking fly up the field, get to the quarterback. They sneak in the option. The defense not ready. He didn't even have to pitch it. He just kept it himself and gets the 3rd and long situation.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to...
He lobs one high down the left side. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, North Dakota State!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And the extra point is good.
Number 77, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's long. Step. Snags it, and he's open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down.
Here we go, ready. Red 18.
Wants to throw it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Crimson Tide with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Fresno. Some gaudy numbers for that quarterback through 2 quarters of football. He's already eclipsed 200 yards through the air. Well on his way to one of the best passing days of his career, not to mention another W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Checking in with Coach Pulisek at halftime. This team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Break. Over. Down. Ready.
Motion from the wideout.
Let it go.
He'll start this drive firing. Zings it complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Ready, go.
Grab behind the line. It's McClain. Breaks into the open. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Makes the grab. Spins away from the defense. Shakes a man and he might take off. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Fresno State right back to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Snags it, and there's running room. The 30. Running inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it and turns on the jets and is gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Brown will throw it. With the catch, it's Myers. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to...
Makes the grab in their space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Pulls it on the option. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Brown wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They punt it away on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on Fresno State's sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Fresno State right back to the line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
And back to the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
To the air on first down. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Gonna look downfield again. Right on the money. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
Fourth down.
Let it go!
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. with a first down in the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Fresno State right back to the line. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Dropping back, it's Hillman. Rushes on him, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Back to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's long. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Off the play fake. Complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Return. Ready, go.
Wants to throw it again, and why not? A shot toward the end zone, and it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. The returner will field it and bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Coming in into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.